Guys, how you doing, man? As you can see, that is fucking heat. I'm telling you, that is fucking heat. That is fucking heat. Just get that overall. Shit. Just get that overall. Let me check. Wow, we have run 1,000 kilometers. We burn that's calories, right? Guys, great. Keep your motivation going, guys. Don't give up, right? Do not give up. Let's drink water. Get fit. As experts, you have to be fit. You can't be doing this journey without getting fit, right? Make sure that you lose that weight. Don't overweight thinking that you are living good life. Just like back in Africa, when someone is overweight, Africa told that the person is chopping life. That is the language in Africa. Someone that is overweight, that means the person is chopping life. The person is enjoying. So when someone is skinny, they say that the person is suffering. The person is not eating well. But when we travel, we see is that all those things are capped, right? All those things are capped. There is a position you will be in. Food will be nothing to you. You see food you cannot eat, right? So it's not about eating too much of food and getting fat, so that people back home will say you travel abroad, look at how you fat, you are chopping money. Don't bring that mentality in abroad. It didn't work. You need to be active. You need to lose weight to be active, so that you can be able to make that money. Take care of the body that makes the money. That is number one thing. If you do like you are in Africa, you want to be fat, you bring that mentality in abroad, and you eat everything you see just because you want people back home to see you overweight and let them say you are chopping money. Don't let African deceive you. That is going to kill you very fast, right? It's going to kill you very fast. And believe me, all this food we consume this side, most of them, they have chemicals, right? So most of them are not much healthier, right? It's something like places like United States. Some of fruits there are not healthier, you know. Something like apple in America is not much healthier. When you buy apple, you open it like this, you see that it's white on the body. So if you are in Africa, you just come in America, you just buy apple, you consume it like that. American people, they buy apple, then use something, then scab it to remove that white chemical they put on the apple, right? But here in Asia, Thailand, the place I'm at, so much food here are natural, right? They have natural food, natural fruits. The apples are natural. I bought apple here in Thailand. I tried to use something to scab it like this. I didn't see all those white things you see in America. Apple have white on it. Those are chemicals. So if you are not aware of this, when you come to America, you consume everything thinking that you want to be big because you see abundant food, so that people back home will say, oh, you have traveled abroad. My friend, even those fruits in Africa, they are more natural than fruits in abroad, right? Fruits in Africa, all of them are natural. They are sweet. They are sweet in nature. They don't use chemical to make them ripe so that they will not be sweet. If you can see fruits in abroad are not sweet. There is no fruit in abroad that is sweet. They are all big, but they are not sweet. When you eat fruit in Africa, you eat natural, God-given fruits, right? Those ones are natural. You can consume them like that, no problem, right? And you pay attention with what you are eating. Don't get fat in our blood. If you get fat, you cannot have the stamina to walk. If you don't have stamina to walk, you will not make the money, right? That is number one thing. So guys, this is Bowen Fitness. Subscribe to the YouTube channel right away. We are making it happen in this channel. The purpose of this channel is to make men stronger and give men their power back, guys, right? Both men and women, you are free to listen, right? Pay attention, listen. Everything I'm offering to you, I'm offering to you with my heart, straight to my heart, right? I put so many energy to make you understand. I am not just making video because of I want to make video. I make video because of I think I need to put an impact into people's life from the mistakes I make. I don't want you to make those mistakes. I don't say, okay, if me have not done it, another person should not do it, right? Because we all travel to make it. So we are not in competition. Okay, this one make, I will not make. If I see an information or the mistakes I make, instead of me read it to you, so that introduce them to you, so that you can be able to make that, like, you know, learn something from it and do something about it. It's going to help you, because everything I'm saying is my mistake, is what I'm saying. So I'm sure what I'm saying, that is why I'm here for you guys. So today we are going to talk about experts, travelers, experts. Every traveler is an expert. As long as you leave your country, you go to another man's country, you are an expert, right? So I'm talking to every expert. It doesn't matter where you are, it doesn't matter who you are, it doesn't matter the color you are, right? But especially blacks experts. Oh yes, because they are the one that always misunderstood. I don't know about white experts, because so many white experts, some of them, they have already make it in their country. They come to other country to retire, like they are old, so they come to other country to retire. So I will not too much talk about them, but what I'm still talking is about old G, right? Old G. So yeah, so some white OGs, most of them, they have already worked in that country, then they come to other country to retire as an OG. They are OG, right? Most of them are OG. They've come to retire, but most of them are OG, mid-level OG. They have white mid-level OG also, right? Yeah, you can see white mid-level OG everywhere in the world where you go, right? And you can see the retired OG, those who work hard and decided to leave their country to go to another country to retire. You can also see people like that also. But I'm just focusing on black OG, right? Black OG is not a good thing for you to be an OG in a country, right? If you are thinking that being an OG is a good thing, it's not a good thing, right? It's not a good thing at all to be OG. Like, if you travel as a newcomer, you will be, if when someone call you a newcomer, you will angry. Say, oh, why is he calling me a newcomer? Brother, a newcomer is a blessing, right? A newcomer is a blessing. Some of these OG, they have nothing to hold on, right? Some of OG has no contact, right? That is why they call them OG. So when you see an OG, you'll be thinking that, oh, when am I going to be OG? It's not a good thing to be OG. It's better for you to be a newcomer than you being an OG, right? Yes, because some of these newcomers, they are the ones used to make it faster. Some are newcomers, young boys, they are the ones that has contact. Most guys, young boys come with contact, right? OGs has no contact. What makes them OG? They have been in the country, they make a mistake, they didn't follow the footstep, the best footstep. So they make a mistake. So they remain in that country till they become OG. So when you come, they will say, oh, this guy is an old guy. Don't be old guy. Old guy is not a good thing, right, to be, right? So if you are traveling, make sure that you don't become an OG before you start doing something back home. Make sure that you don't become an OG before you start waking up. Wake up area as you travel. As you are a newcomer, that is the good time for you, right? It's a good time for you to be a newcomer in a travel. That is why I told you in the order of my video, said travel is for young people. If you are old, you are traveling, it's risky because you are traveling, before you reach there, you have already an OG. People don't like doing things with OGs, right? People don't like learning things with OGs. People like doing things with young boys, newcomers, because newcomers, they are the one that is hot. Newcomers, they are the one that have contacts. Most of them come with contacts, right? So don't wait for you to be OG before you start doing something. Remember, start it area. The area, the better. Don't waste time, right? I told you in the order of my video that you should get married before coming to abroad. It's necessary. Drop out an African mentality that told you that you must go and make money before you get married. That is not the right thing. Remember, so many of these white people you meet or you get married to, or they are your girlfriend or they are your wives, most of them, they already have children. They start having children at the age of 15. So before they hit 20, they have already have children. Their children have already been grown. So when you come meet them in 30, 35, 40, they have already have their own children. They have already finished their own children part. So they are all now after money. So they have nothing to lose, right? But you that meet them, you have a lot to lose. You never born, you never have wife, but you meet them, you are thinking that you are compelling yourself to them, right? You're thinking that both of you in this descent boat, both of you are not in the same boat. If we see that children can even stand with you and touch you on your head, right? You never have one. I am telling you by experience. Me myself, it happens to me, right? So they have already have children already. They have nothing to lose. Even if whatever, they have nothing to lose, right? But you have a lot to lose. So you must pay attention for that. And the next thing is, what is going to help you if you get married before traveling is about managing your economy, like managing your economy. Because you know, in Africa, all Africans have this attitude that abroad is very easy for everybody. So when you travel abroad, nobody is there for you. As long as you travel abroad, your family will not love you again. They only love you because of what you bring. They only love you because of what you offer. If you are not offering them anything, they don't care, right? They don't care. They only care when you have something to give to them, right? So even though if you are trying to do something, they are going to be bringing you down. Just like I told you in the other video, if we give them money, then we eat it. If you give them money to buy a land, to do something, they will eat it, right? Sometimes you may not even see money to give to them to buy land. You will only see money to be able to take care of this person, give this person, just to make them happy. While you never do anything, but you are trying to take care of them. Why you never get a plot of land? Why you never have a piece of biscuit for yourself? But you are trying to send money to them to take care of themselves and all that. The money that, if like you have a wife, your wife knows that you went there for hustle, and you must be careful when you are making that decision. You must be honest to your wife, and you must be loyal to your wife. Don't marry and go there and abandon your wife back home because you have met a woman there. Then you abandon that one you marry at home. All this thing is carefulness, attention, loyalty must be paid, must be followed in these things I'm giving to you. They are going to help you. They are going to help you learn your rest faster before you become an OG, right? Who has nothing, right? Because the time is going. The time is going. Maybe you may be waiting for document before you make money. It may take you years before you get document, before you make money. But most people, they never have document, but they start making money. So that money you start making without not having document, if you have a wife that you have married, right? The only thing that can take you is the money that she will be taking care of herself. That one is apart. Because as long as you are sending money for her to be able to doing something gradually for you, she will be seeing money from there to be taking care of herself. She never have children. So you will say, okay, you have a lot to be settled, right? As a young guy, you marry, you travel, you never have a child. So it's only her. So with the money that you are sending, she will be able to be doing those things a little by little for you, and you will pay attention. Your money will not be wasted. The only thing that she can be able to use your money for is for taking care of herself, for her feeding and other things, for her waking. Then the other money can be going into save, so that you can be able to get a land, and you can be able to fence it, and you can be able to start doing something little by little. Don't be afraid to start a little. You know, one thing about this building is that everybody is afraid to start. You may be afraid, because of what people say. You may ask people, people will tell you, say, this is a lot of money. So you will be afraid. You will be like, oh, you never have that such money, then you are not going to start. But if you start with the little that you have, by sending the little money you have back for she to keep it, when the money reach something, she uses, she gets a land, she, before you know it, put the fence, before you know it, open borehole, before you know it, start doing little by little. It's going to be faster for you, right? Maybe before you have a document, that money that you are getting, that you are wasting it for family, or your you give it to your family, maybe then dupe you. Many of us have been duped by family members, right? We will not do anything but then dupe us, right? So for you to not make that mistake, that's the reason why I told you in that video, say, get married. Forget about you want to go and make money, come back to come and get married. Because if you do that, it's African mentality. As long as you are traveling abroad, don't think for making so much money before you come and get married so that you throw party and say, oh, you have make it. So many people have tried like that and failed. So many people, they end up disappointing their girlfriend that they are promised back home. Because maybe you get there, you may get distracted, right? You may forget your girlfriend that you promised because of you get distracted when you go there. When you live there, maybe you will see a girl that I told you she have already had children, her children have grown. You even know her children. But when you get her, you now forget your dream girl back home, right? It's impossible for you to remember. But if you marry her and keep this, she is going to make your journey faster, because she is going to be your motivation. Because of her, you will not be wasting money anyhow. Because of her, you will not be clubbing and spending money on club in abroad and spending money on drinks. Those money you spend on club and drinks, you can save them and send to her, right? So that every week or every month, so that she will keep the money for you. The money reach out to million to 2 million, for 3 million, you can get a land, right? And you can start doing something faster. Before you get document, you have already done something. Then when you get that document, you can be able to travel back home, because you have already get at least 3-bedroom flat, right? So you can be able to travel, go back home and see her, right? This is management. It's a right management. A right management. Don't say, oh, if I go there, I will see a woman there, I will marry from there. It's still setback. If you marry from there, it's a setback. You will be carrying yourself, you will be carrying a woman. No matter how she assists you, you can still not meet up, because both of you are now two. So you will be forgetting things you're supposed to do. You will be saying, I will do later, I will do later, I will do later. Time will be going. Most people, they end up having issue with that wife there. They finish the woman, they jump to another woman. Before you know it, they waste that time. Before you know it, they hit 20 to 30 years. Before you know it, they call them OG. OG is not a good thing in abroad. I told you, OG is not a good thing. When you come new, you want to be an OG. You don't want them to call you a newcomer. You don't know a newcomer is a blessing. A newcomer is the time for you to do something before you become an OG. Because when you become an OG, so many people don't like doing things with you. Newcomers that can will be running from you. When they hear that you are OG, they will be running from you. They are not coming to you say, oh, maybe you have a lot of contact. Because you cannot have a lot of contact and still remain there as an OG. So OG in abroad is a taboo to be an OG, right? I've told you, so many OG in abroad, they have nothing to show on, right? They made this mistake, I have told you, right? So don't make this mistake as a young traveler, as a young guy. Throw away African mentality, making so much money before getting married. Start it with small. Immediately you travel, you have already know that you have already a man, so you can keep a woman, right? You can afford to keep a woman. You can afford to keep a woman. Don't make that mistake. If you make it, one day when you don't become OG in abroad, you are going to remember me. You are going to remember my video. If you make this mistake, if you never come, listen. But if you come new also, still listen to me very well, because that is where mistake comes from. Most of us, our problem is our family members. We have been duped so many times. We have been betrayed so many times. We have already, most of us have already given up. Say we don't want to do anything back home. We don't have anybody to help us. So many people in abroad don't have anybody to help them back home do something. That is when you enter in the hand of 419s. That is the reason why I told you to get married. It's going to be best for you. Don't go there and say, oh, my brother is going to do it. In Africa, as long as you travel, you don't have brothers. Those people are not your brothers. They are only after your money. They are not supporting travelers. They are not supporting Africans in abroad. Our problem as an African in abroad is our people back home. We don't have a full support from them, because immediately we travel, they have already hate us. Most of them think that you are going to make it more than them. Most of them think that you are going to be richer than them. So for that, they can do everything possible for you to not succeed. They can abandon you. They can abandon you. It's possible. It's real. I'm telling you with experience. They are all going to abandon you, because they don't want you to be bigger than them. But they are not going to tell you. They will be doing it indirect way, which is mean anyone that you try is going to disappoint you. Anyone you try is going to disappoint you. If this time is going to reach, you are going to fed up, and you now give up. You will now don't want to do anything back home. You will only want to do things. You only want to just stay like that in abroad, and years will be going. Except the day you wake up and think that let you get married. That is the day that you start getting your breakthrough. I am telling you, don't be say, oh, if I marry, I keep her and I'll go. Another man go to service her and this and that. Stop thinking all those kind of thinking, right? It's not a right thinking. I have a friend that think that kind of thing. He said he don't want to marry, that another and keep another man will be service her. That thing seems like you smart, right? Seems like you smart, because you don't want another man to smash your woman, right? But at the end of the day, it's going to fail your life. If you take that kind of mentality and you carry it and you didn't do what I told you, you are going to regret when you hit 30 something, you have nothing to show on. But you have been making this money before, but you are thinking that there is one day that you are going to get money in bong. It don't work like that. In our language, they say obelensi unsi, right? That a small shit is a shit, right? A small shit is a shit, right? So when you start making money as you travel abroad, small, that money will be coming small. When you have a wife there, that small money, you are going to begin to send for her. She save it, you do something, you save it, you do something. You people will have a plan, because you are not going to waste so much time. Even though if you can take small time in abroad before you have papers, but before you have papers, you have already have the house that you call your own. It's going to be more easier for you, because those small money, you will be eating them for mouth, you will be throwing party, you will be going to club, you will be drinking, you will be paying for woman. At the end of the day, you are waiting for the day you will have a bunk money and you will go back home as a rich man. It can never happen. I am the one that told you. It will never happen. Abroad is not a place that you can see money in bond. Those retail money that you are seeing is only thing that you are going to be seeing. If you don't know how to manage it well, start doing something better. Now, you are going to become an OG. And when you become an OG, it's not a good thing to be an OG in abroad. I told you, it's not a good thing to be an OG in abroad. Our people call it onyoche, right? If you are an Igbo, you are listening to my video. Our people call it onyoche. It's not good to be an onyoche in abroad, right? And another thing is that when you travel abroad, drop this mentality of oh, I am an old man. When you see a young boy in abroad, you don't want to associate yourself to a young boy because you think that you are an old man, that this is a young boy, he have nothing to offer to you. These young boys that the one has contact, these young boys are the one know it better, right? Don't abroad they not have young boy and old man. It's only in Africa then they do say small boy and this and that. In abroad there is nothing like that. Make a friend with the young boys, make a friend with small boys, make a friend with people who you senior, right? Take everybody like the same. You are the same thing like them. You can learn from them, you can get contact from them, you can get help from them. Don't do so, he's an old man, I am an old man, how can I talk to that young boy, how can I talk to that small boy? Those mentality is an African mentality. It's not in abroad. So you must drop that mentality. Even if you are an OG in abroad, you are listening to me, right? You can still make a way by associating yourself with the newcomer, younger boys that came in. Don't say, oh, because I'm an OG, I cannot talk to them. When I come new in abroad, I know people that I help, OGs that I help, OGs that are my friends. I don't friend my mates because I told you I come abroad in the younger age. All my friends are old guys, right? I know how many contacts I have given for so many old guys that we do business, we share a lot of money together, and we are still friends till tomorrow, right? So those old guys, they did not give me no contact. They did not give me any business or any business at all that can give me anything. But I am the one that give them business that can give them money, right? So that is why I'm telling you that don't be an OG and neglecting a young guy that just come, because those young guys all have a way banner, right? That is why that is another thing you have to learn as an expert that travel abroad, right? So make sure you remember back home. Make sure you do something back home. Make sure that you know there's no place like home. Make sure that don't forget your dreams. The dreams that you have to go and hustle. Do not forget them because of the beauty of the place you are. Do not forget them because of the environment you are and you say Nigeria is not working, Africa is not good, economy is not good, insecurity is there. Ask yourself, all your brothers back home, how many people have been kidnapped? All your back home, how many people in security have been killed? Forget about what you see in social media. You say they are killing people here, they are kidnapping people here. They may be doing that true, but it's not in your own area because none of your brother have been kidnapped since you travel abroad for so many years. So if you like, stay there and be talking about insecurity, this and that, and be dirty forever and become an OG. When you get old in abroad, you will understand what I'm talking about. A OG in abroad is not a good thing. A OG in abroad don't have contact. A OG in abroad, nobody want to do something with an OG. Nobody want to associate with an OG. So when you become an OG in abroad, you're supposed to be able to do things already before you become an OG. If you are an OG, that is mean you are just relaxing. You are just relaxing. Anything, anytime you can move. You are just relaxing, right? Don't be an OG that has nothing. You are hustling. You are hustling. You are hustling. You cannot. It's not right to be in that level. That is why the title of this video is to say, it said, don't be an OG in abroad. Start as you come, as a young guy, and let your brain be working faster before it's late. And forget negativity about anything concerning Africa. That is your country. That is where you come from. Yeah, there is no negativity that come in your head can change anything. If you like stay abroad forever, nothing is going to change. in Africa. Things are going to be that. So you can now stay abroad forever because you said that things are not good in Africa, things are not working in Africa. Things are not good in Africa, that you know. That is why you come here, and you come here is to make a change. You come here is to make a change by yourself, by your family, by your you know, your own. You come here, you want to make a change by your own, not to make a change what is happening in the government, but it's to make a change in your own home. So forget about what the government is saying, what the government is doing, what the society of the place is doing. Just make a change by your own. Your own change is important, which is mean you can give yourself, if there is no light, you can give yourself light. You can get solar energy now, right? You can get solar energy that can give you right now, right? If there is no water, you can open a borehole who can be giving you right water, right? So these two things, you have it, and you build your own house already. You put all those things, my brother, you have already make your own environment good for you. Stop about oh the this and that. All those things are nothing. You cannot change them. Just change what you can change. Forget about what you cannot change. Think about what you can change. If you are serious and hold yourself in what you cannot change, it will be holding you back to make an impact by yourself. It will make you forget the reason why you are out for the first place, right? So I thought I'll make a sense into this. Guys, I love you so much. All the blacks on the world, I love you so much. All the white, I love everybody. The same equal, but I want everybody should start doing something right. It's not only about black and white, but for this channel, I can be talking. I don't want to offend anyone. I'm not going to offend anyone, but I'm going to make a point for anybody that is fucking up. I must surely collect your fuck up, right? Doesn't mean doesn't mean I am racist, or doesn't mean I am trying to disrespect you or anything, but I just want to make a change, because that is the reason why I have this channel. The purpose of this channel is to make men stronger and give them their power back as men. As strong men, we hold ourselves, we hold ourselves accountable, and we become our brother's keeper. There is nothing we cannot do. Forget about jealousy. There is nothing like jealousy. We are all struggling. We are all going through a lot to succeed in life. So if you have an information to offer, you know that you have made this mistake. These things you have made is a mistake to you. You can still let your people know, so that they are not going to make such mistake that you have already made, right? Maybe you have never built house. Doesn't mean you cannot advise people to build houses, right? Maybe you make a mistake and you have never built houses. Doesn't mean you will keep quiet and let others make the same mistake, so that they will be say, oh, everybody is going through the same thing, right? That is why I'm here, to make a change, right? I love you so much. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, like and share my video with people, all the experts in abroad, whatever, whosoever that want to travel to make a difference, where they reach there, and we are all going to make a difference whatever we are. I love you so much. All experts, you are stronger than you know. Let's get it, right? Subscribe, like, share, comment, and stay healthy. I love you all. Peace.